Homer doing it.
Right.
So we got a good turnout, right?
Yeah, I'm about ready to fall asleep.
That's all right.
It's my 5 hour. I'm drinking my pump.
Oh, yeah.
My high throw in the morning was 150.
Okay, can I get all the pilots over here?
Yeah, so I'm still cold. Hey, Dave, over here. Look at the king.
Oh.
Morning, Dave.
Hi, good morning, Boo. How you doing? Thanks for coming, Boo. Looking forward to a great contest. Thanks for coming.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yeah, get candy buns.
President of the Stage Club is Philip. Yay, Philip. Dave is our official contest director for this. My name's Dan. I'm the assistant Assistant everything. Yeah, I'm the head butler. How about that?
Is to be comfortable with what's going on through the day. It's a good idea to run over and look at the task list, look at where you're going to be on your round, and get an idea for what the task for that heat that you're going to fly is. And that way you don't have any surprises coming up. The couple little tidbits that I was taught a long time ago, and some of these guys have heard this a few times. In flying gliders, it's really an equation of staying in the lifting air longer time-wise than you are in a sink. So if you do find some lift, slow down, turn, do whatever you got to do to stay in it. If you find yourself not going up, it's time to move on and go somewhere. And look around, have your timer, or if you see somebody else doing better compared to you, maybe head that way. Another one that kind of goes with that's part of it, is never turn in the same sink twice. So you're going down and you think, well, I think there's air over there, don't do a loop back through the sink to get. Guys that don't understand about thermals and how they act, if it's no wind at all, thermals going straight up, looks like a perfect turn when you're going up. If you're thermaling an air that's moving, the airplane and the thermal tend to, in the light winds anyway, to stay at a nice circle, but when you're looking at it from a ground reference, your glider is going to look like it's doing elliptical patterns. It's going to drift downwind, and you should see it appear to be going faster downwind. And when it turns the corner upwind, don't try to speed up and make a perfect circle. Just let the thing fly and trim. It'll do a short loop and fly downwind for that. You need to drift with the thermal, or you'll find yourself stalling in a downwind turn, flying too fast when you're coming upwind, and the thermal will drift downwind, and you'll end up in the sink that's upwind of it. So you need to make sure you do that. If you are flying in the wind in the thermal and you see that your plane is not going up very fast but drifting far away, it's time to leave and start back, because it needs to be going up higher basically than it is going back, so that you have some extra cushion to get back.
That's about it. On launch, the biggest problem that I see, I'm not going to really show you too much, but what I see with most of the guys that are having trouble is on the first part of the launch. People, if you keep your plane kind of in line with your shoulder, don't lift your arm up like this. You know, let your plane fly. Just kind of let your plane bring your arm up. You know, I mean, take it nice and easy, and the plane will bring your arm up. But there's
Without rubbing a wingtip, show them what happens with some of the guys that ends up tucking around their legs, and that I see that they have a real hard time getting it to go.
Okay. It has a lot to do with what George was saying about raising
and keep yourself extended when you start.
If you pull it up and the plane's tucking around your leg when you get to go, and I've seen this happen quite a few times, you're not in a position to throw. I mean, you need to get the plane to fly up, kind of put it up, and then turn around.
And basically the first half of that is get your plane and let it direct your arm. And basically you're not going to run into these tip strike issues if you let the plane direct your arm through the throw, through the wind up. If the people that are trying to bring it up, it'll come up high and then it'll come down low, and that's when you get your tip strikes. And when you go to Europe or some of the grass fields, you know, back east that are a foot deep and you're used to, you know, almost hitting the ground, you're going to go there and you're going to rip your wing off in the grass. But besides that, I don't know.
So I'm on a disabled list right there.
Oh.
Yeah, go look for lift, because most people don't launch into lift.
Yeah. Well, that's another thing too, is we see a lot of people, even good pilots, including us on occasion, But June and Gary Jensen and a lot of good guys that I timed for, they'll if you get a good launch and your launch is high and you go, wow, that's a good launch, don't peel off and look for lift. Just relax, take a turn, and you know, if it's not working, then fly out. But you don't need to get up on a launch. I mean, of course, if it's really lousy and it looks like you threw in the sink, push out. But if you throw up good and you see a bunch of guys over there, but you get a good launch, just hang there and check it out. Because if you get a good launch, more than likely you're in lift. And we see a lot of people fly right out of it, run. Then by the time they don't hit nothing, they come back, they're in serious trouble. Yeah, we're good.
Have fun.
That was good. Yeah, that's
2, 1.
tight.
There's like 4 minutes to go, right, Boo?
Minutes.